Nobody will confuse CSU's BucDome for Rupp Arena or Cameron Indoor. Nobody, though, can deny the undying love for the BucDome, or at least in it.
I walked in the gym and she was standing there and my eyes lit up. And, I didn't think, I was like, there's no way she's single.
A young, wide-eyed assistant coach hired by Barkley Radeball. Day one on the job for Anthony White Jr.
Knowing CSU is a faith-based institution, there's a reason why we both got this job. Obviously, to also mentor and help win basketball games.
The exact reason Clarice Garcia hired on the very same day as the women's basketball head coach.
I obviously noticed him, and then later that day, we all ended up in the same area waiting to get our ID cards.
Few things more romantic than proper identification and HR paperwork, but a mutual love for basketball. That is something for two new CSU single coaches to build on.
I was not dodging anything, but I just was finally like, okay, I'll go get a meal with you.
Good move. His first move, not candlelit at the cafeteria, because one date led to two.
So he kind of actually had to sit me down at one point, and it was in October, and he said, hey, I like you. And at that moment, you just had this moment of, oh.
Some in love write XOXO. They may talk X's and O's.
Like in my apartment, I have a glass table, and there's times where we'll take the dry erase, we'll move everything out the way as a dry erase marker, and we start marking on the glass table, like, what if this happens, this happens?
And now, nearly 2 years later, after a recent trip to see his family in Indianapolis, they prepare game plans and wedding plans.
So I was completely shocked. I was obviously hoping it would be soon, so I'm just glad he did it, and he did a good job.
Will Bucky be officiating or anything like that?
That is something we actually had not considered, but now that you mention it.
No word whether the BucDome will replace buzzers with bells.